Good morning, family. Welcome back to our channel. Today is Tuesday for us.
Hi.
I didn't record anything yesterday. I had a dental appointment and I was there for about 2 hours. So by the time I got home, it was time to put Atlas down for a nap, and when he woke up, it was time to get the boys from school. So our day went really quick, but I've got a few things that I want to get done today. But we're getting a pretty late start on our day, so I don't know how much we'll actually get done, but I guess we can just complete everything else throughout the week. There's no rush here. But let's see, I've made a little to-do list for myself. I need to fold the clothes that are in the dryer right now. You guys, I put in a load of clothes last week, and it stayed in the dryer so long that by the time I took it out, the basket was already full. So I need to get our regular clothes in the washer, wash towels. I want to slice up the pineapple we got in our grocery haul. I'm going to make the boys some sub bread for their lunches. I got to wipe down the kitchen, clean our bathroom. Our bathroom needs a really good cleaning, but I'm probably just going to do a quick wipe through. The bread flour we got at H-E-B actually had 2 holes in it, so I want to go and exchange that. I need to empty the dishwasher, change out the Scentsies, but first I need to get dinner in the crock pot. Okay, so tonight we're gonna have shredded beef tacos. I promise not every meal we have is in the slow cooker, but that's just how it happens to be this week. You want to take a 3-pound chuck roast. I only have a 2-pound, but that's what I'm gonna work with. So you're gonna mix together 1 tablespoon you're gonna mix together 1 tablespoon. Okay, so you're gonna start by mixing 1 tablespoon of chili powder. I've actually got everything mixed here, but I'll go ahead and tell you what's in here. 1 tablespoon of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon dried oregano, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of red chili flakes. So you just want to mix that together and then set it aside. Once you got that set to the side, you're gonna add a chopped onion and 4 garlic cloves into the slow cooker. So I went ahead and chopped the onion off camera to save myself the embarrassment of crying in front of you guys. But I have found that if you put a wet paper towel on the cutting board as you're cutting the onion, they're not that strong. So if you're wimpy like me, try that. Let me know if it works for you. So I put my onion in there. I'm gonna put some minced garlic, 4 teaspoons. 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, but I'm just gonna put the rest of what was left over from the cheeseburger back because I have no other use for it. Sorry guys, I didn't know you guys couldn't see the whole frame. Hopefully that's better. So I've got the onion, the garlic, the tomato paste in there, and I need to add the juice of a lime and 1 to 2 teaspoons of the spice mixture. Once you've got all that in there, you kind of just want to mix it around as best as you can. You're going to take the rest of that spice mixture and just rub it all over the roast. So once we've got everything in the crock pot, you're going to place the lid on. It says to cook on low for 7 to 8 hours, but like I said, we're kind of getting a late start to our day, so I'm going to do a couple hours on high and then I'll turn it down to low later. Alright, so I figured I would get the sub bread going before I started cleaning the kitchen because I would probably make a mess with the flour. This is not a bread machine recipe, but I'm going to put all the ingredients in here and run it on the dough cycle. So you do not need a bread machine to make this. I will link the recipe down below in case you wanted to try. It is homemade Subway bread. So if you're doing this in the bread machine, you'll want to do your wet ingredients first. So I'm going to take 1 cup of warm water, 4 tablespoons of oil. This says olive oil. All I have is avocado oil, so that's what I'm going to use. 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, and then 2.5 to 2 3/4 cups of this has all-purpose flour. Again, I'm going to use bread flour, and I found that I use closer to 2 3/4 cups. you've got your flour, you'll use 1 tablespoon of yeast. And that is it. So it's really simple, very few ingredients. So I'm just going to run this on a dough cycle. And then once that's done, you'll pull out your dough, shape them, and let them rise again, and then we'll bake them in the oven. We got it clean. Come back. We got it clean. Come back. Okay, so it's a few hours later. Atlas just woke up from his nap. While he was sleeping, there he is. While he was sleeping, I just went ahead and took that time to go ahead and edit a video. I didn't continue anything on our list, but I do have all the laundry rotating through. The dough is done rising, so I'm going to go ahead and separate that and make them into small loaves. Or you can make them however small or however big you want to, but since the boys will be using these for school lunch, I'm just going to make them a little bit smaller. So I'm just going to take the dough onto a floured surface and coat that in flour so that it's easier to work with and form it into a smooth ball. Alright, so I've got my ball. I am going to just kind of flatten it a little bit, and I can usually get about 8 or 9 little sub rolls, and they're like the perfect little size for school lunch. And then sometimes I'll even take one, split it in half, and make Atlas like a little pizza. So I'll take them just about this size, form it a little bit, bring in the middle. Okay, so I was actually only able to get 7 this time, but that's not a problem. After you've got them rolled out and formed however big you want, you cover them and let them rise for an hour. Okay, so while we wait on that, I'm going to go ahead and take this time to go ahead and empty out the dishwasher. I still have Atlas's clothes over here on the table waiting to get folded. I tried to fold them earlier, but trying to fold clothes with a toddler is like trying to brush your teeth while eating Oreos. He was taking everything that I had just folded and throwing it onto the floor. So yeah, we'll do that later. So it's only been a little less than an hour, but it's almost time for me to leave to go get the boys, so I've got to put my bread in now. So we're gonna bake them for about 25 minutes, and then when they come out, brush them with butter. Again, I'll just use the stick of butter and rub it over once they are out of the oven. Just pulled the bread out of the oven, so just gonna rub them with the butter and then cover them back up with a towel so that they can cool down. I don't think I showed it earlier when I was putting the ingredients into the bread machine, but I did add a little bit of garlic powder just to give it a little bit of flavor. Alright, so just gonna let those cool now. Hey guys, using my new mount here, trying to see how it's gonna hold up. So far it's kind of hard to use. I'm not a huge fan, but I'm just here. Just got to the boys' school, so we're just waiting for them to get out. I had pulled the bread out right before we left home, and it smelled so good. I'm so hungry. I haven't really had anything to eat. Dee grilled some chicken for his lunch, so I mean I've been snacking on like a couple pieces of that, and that's it. I've just had that and my coffee today. So when I was leaving and the bread smelling so good, it was so hard to like just not grab one and take it with me and munch on it on the way here. So I just shred up all our beef. It is super tender and smells really good. We're gonna have an early dinner because we want to go to a couple of stores tonight. Alright guys, so we just got home. We ended up going to Spirit, Target, and Walmart. We are all tuckered out. We are going to get little man bathed, lunch is made, and the boys ready for school. So thank you guys for coming back and watching another video. If you are new, please subscribe and join our family. We would greatly appreciate it. We'll see you guys in the next one. Yeah, tell them, subscribe.
Some might say that I'm alone.